Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Stepping in, Adalberto Mondesi. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Toronto.
First pitch on its way.
Adalberto.
Right through it here. He's behind 0-1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground to third. Alberto gloves it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in now, Lourdes Gurriel. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hot shot down the line, and that's through for a hit.
Wow, looked like an easy beginning of this inning. Gets the first 2 guys out, then the 3 and 4 hitters all of a sudden start locking in on him, and now he's got to get through this 5th hole hitter to get out of this inning unscathed.
Yeah, he's definitely put his feet to the fire right here.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Yeah, and we didn't waste any time getting things going here. 2 outs and the base is loaded, and the next at bat could set the tone for the entire rest of the game. If he can get out of this mess without any damage, he's going to know he can shut the door all game long. And with this home crowd on his side, they'll be going wild, but that's a big if.
The 0-1 offering. Gurriel on third. Hernandez at second. Bichette on at first with 2 down. High in the air out to center field. Hayes is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Blue Jays strand 3. Jays 0. O's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Wilmer Font, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy was pretty good in his last one. He lasted into the 7th inning. He ended up taking the loss, but he pitched awfully well, and sometimes a line score can be deceiving. He pitched much better than taking a loss pitching into the 7th inning.
Hanser Alberto is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, guys, this team is certainly coming together. Everyone, we were down there before the game. There's a fight at the bat rack right now. They won in huge blowout fashion yesterday, and they're looking to continue that offensive surge in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
He's set. The 0-1. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. So nothing in the Orioles' first. Second inning coming up from Baltimore. No score. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Randall Grichuk.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Grichuk.
Here's the first pitch to him. Scorched to third. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And next to hit is the catcher, Danny Jansen. Swung on and missed for the first strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Ground ball right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. And he fouls this one off. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly to Iglesias for 1. On to Davis, but too late, and they'll settle for just the 1.
The second baseman.
Now with the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. He hit the ball hard, but lined out to start the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Iglesias gets down to make the play. On to first as they get the double play to get him out. Into the box now, Dwight Smith Jr. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. In there at the knees, strike 1.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ramon Urias comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. So stepping in, Austin wins, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Fisher will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. One left for the Orioles. They trail this one 1-0. All set. For the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel. Hit down the third baseline. Alberto fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Now that's popped up. Alberto is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in for the Jays, Bo Bichette. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Alberto has it. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Chopped on the ground to first, and Davis will take this one himself to retire the side. Blue Jays held in check. They lead it 1-0. Here's Chris Davis now, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him, and this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Popped him up. Font shading to his right. 1 down. Standing in, Jose Iglesias. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. No balls and 1 strike. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Hernandez. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Hanser Alberto. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And that's in there for strike 1. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So now with 2 away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Trey Mancini is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Holy smokes. That's the first ball they've taken the entire game so far. They're swinging at everything.
Fisher is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Orioles leave 1. They're down 1-0. Here's Randall Grit. Grichuk reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Derek Fisher, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the second baseman, Adalberto Mondesi.
Into the box now, Adalberto Mondesi, fouled away. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. On the ground to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Boy, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles. All of a sudden, they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hayes on the run for it. To the track. It's over his head and bounces over the wall. So 2 runs score.
With the sacks full right there, it's kind of unfortunate to hit the ball that well and see it bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. All 3 runs might have scored if that ball stayed in the ballpark. Instead, they'll have to just settle for 2 for right now.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Stepping into the box, Teoscar Hernandez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Sharp ground ball to third, and another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the ball right there, able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard.
And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. 1 run scores. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. And up steps Salvador Perez. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here.
1 run is scored. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away.
Randall Grichuk.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now as he rips it on the ground to second. A bare hand for 1 on to Davis for a side retiring double play. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now the pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Now to the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Out in front of it, strike one. Line hard to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Austin Hayes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch, and that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen, and they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Number 9.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Left field and deep. Santander on the run. But he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Derek Fisher stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. 0-1, here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
The second baseman, Adalberto Mondesi.
At the plate, Adalberto Mondesi, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Now batting.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Grounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Comes set with the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready now, Ramon Urias. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Orioles.
Stepping in, Austin Wynns. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Strike one to start the at-bat. Hit high and deep to right center. Fisher's under it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The first baseman,
Chris Davis at the plate now.
Chris Davis.
Fouled off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. High in the air into shallow left center. Coming in is Hernandez. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. But the throw is offline, and he's in there with two bases. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting, third baseman.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. The last two batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get two quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows.
And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it a 7-2 game.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Reined in. And an offline throw, but he puts the tag on for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on. Striding into the box, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Hernandez.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
He's having a great day at the dish. His timing is spot on. His pitching staff's going to have to find a different way of attacking him.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And another foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. On a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
At the plate, Bo Bichette trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Chopper right side of the infield. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 15.
Digging in, Randall Grichuk. He was a double play victim last time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. From the stretch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Line drive to left. Santander grabs it to retire the side. 1 left for Toronto. They're on top 7-2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. This year against right-handed pitching, Santander is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone. Dwight Smith Jr. is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. A ball and a strike. Skied into straightaway right. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Austin Hayes the next at bat. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. On to the back third here this afternoon. And so digging in now, Danny Jansen. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on.
A dive, but it's off his glove. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon. Wade LeBlanc comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Standing in now, Adalberto Mondesi. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. Alberto gloves it to second for 1. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Settling in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The 0-1. This one's down to third. Alberto fields it cleanly. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They're on top 7-2. Ready for another chance? Austin wins. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Set to deliver the 0-1. Line drive to left. And this is going to get down and head for the 333 sign. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
So now to the plate, Chris Davis, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. And it seems like maybe they're starting to get to the guy on the mound a bit now.
Yeah, and that could be a sign that he's starting to wear down a little bit, Matt. The first thing to go when you're getting tired is usually your command. So even if you're throwing strikes, they might be a little bit more hittable than they were earlier in the game.
All right, something to keep an eye on if he remains in the game much longer. Lifted in the air out to right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 7-4 contest. He's set. Here it comes. Anthony Santander is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. He's in at second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a two-run ball game.
The designated hitter.
Into the box, Dwight Smith Jr. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fisher is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Orioles 5. Michael Rooker has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 62, Michael Rooker.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next the dangerous power threat, Lourdes Gurriel. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Davis, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Hard hit ball towards the hole. Iglesias is up with it. On to first, and there are 2 down. So striding in, Bo Bichette. Last time through was a base hit. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After to Santander. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They lead it 7-5. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Austin Hayes.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now. 1
ball, no strikes to count. Thomas Pannone is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 45.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out.
Now back.
Ready now for Baltimore, Ramon Urias. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 the count. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. At the plate now, Austin wins.
There's an old saying in the game. They say solo homers won't kill you. This might be a good time for a mound visit right here. Try and erase those negative thoughts and get right back in the zone. You still have the lead.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one going for extra bases off the bat. Jordan Romano will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Hernandez, and he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jose Iglesias, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And it's fouled away. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Orioles settle for 1. We played 8 full. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Orioles 6. Pedro Severino remains in the game, batting 9th and manning first base.
Now playing first base.
Andrew Velasquez will remain in the game in the 8th spot and take over at catcher.
Number 88.
New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Salvador Perez. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Hit hard to short. Iglesias is there. And the throw is dropped. My gracious. Boy, and on a muffed catch, he's going to reach it first. Wow.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
So coming to the plate, Rendell Grichuk, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lined hard to the left side, but foul.
He's going to eliminate that pitch right there. He was all over that, just wasn't able to keep it fair, but he's not going to see that pitch again.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And this one is gone, a home run. Randall Grichuk, a 2-run shot. 6th home run on the season for him as they jump ahead by 3.
Well, any insurance run you could put on the board this late in the game feels like 2 runs. That's how important they are. They're up 3 now and only need 3 more outs to end this one. See if they can close the deal.
That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And he fouls this one off. Nobody out, runner on first. Got him. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Working on a good line in this ball game. 3 for 5 thus far. Comes set and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Santander waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Ready for another shot now, Hanser Alberto. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. That's popped up. Coming in is Hernandez, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Trey Mancini is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. In the air down the line in left. Hernandez is in pursuit, and he makes the catch in the corner. Digging in and looking for more, Anthony Santander. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Yanked on the ground down the line. He'll go to the bag for 1, and he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
9-6 the final tally in this one. The Jays took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Wilmer Font gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. John Means couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. Jordan Romano hammers down the 5-out save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 9 runs on 21 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base.